Okay, today's video is going to be about my World Heavyweight Championship. Everyone knows, this is like the first belt you always see when you come in my room. It's like my baby, I got to keep it, make everyone, this is like the piece that I want everyone to like first see. It's a big gold belt. It's the one to me that sticks out the most out of all the other replica belts I have. And another reason is just his Chris Jericho plaque of him holding the belt. His signature's on here also, so it makes for a good little conversation. And also, so many signatures on here, I might as well just tell you them now instead of when the room tour comes along. I'll have to go through it one by one because there's more than just like 5 or 6. So I'll take it off the wall. I'll put it here. And this was the first belt I got. Got it from WWE Niagara Falls back in like 2006. And Batista's nameplate is here. It wasn't the original one. Actually, it was. I guess I'll talk about that first. The first signature I got was this, Mr. Kennedy. Being the mark that he is, he signed it right on the nameplate. See, it says WWE 2009. Got that changed real quick. Put Big Dave's on there. And I'll start from the left, work my way to the right. Ted DiBiase Jr. He had the Marine 2 DVD signing, and I pretty much got him to sign that, thinking that he would be a world champion, but things didn't work out for me on that one. Kurt Angle, it was 2009. Myself and Legend Killer went to a signing. It was my first time meeting him, and the joy on my face when just sitting beside him. Honestly, it was one of those things where I hadn't met too many big name guys, and he was really the first one. And he's one of my favorite wrestlers, obviously, of all time. And then Big Sexy Kevin Nash. It was Comic-Con 2010, and it was my first time going to a convention where I didn't know how things worked. I put all this stuff in front of him, and I didn't pay him. He's like looking at me like I'm gonna run away, and I'm like, shit, I think he needs me to pay him. So I asked him how much he wants, and then he just like, $20 for autograph, and I had like 3 of them, so I gave him $60. Nature Boy Ric Flair. I think he put 16 times. Yeah, Nature Boy Ric Flair 16 times. This one was at the Ring of Honor show. First Ring of Honor show, actually. And it was actually my second one. Bret Hart was on the first, and I guess his autograph's right here. And so that I got signed on like a Saturday, and then this was on the Sunday. And he, pretty much, I talked to Ric Flair about how much I hated Bret Hart when I met him the day, but I didn't hate him, but it was like, there was an interview Ric Flair did, and he just bashed Bret Hart the whole time. And I'm like, Rick, I agree with everything you said. He's like, really, brother? Thanks, pal. I'm like, yeah, man. And of course, Big Dave's, which I got at a SmackDown. It was the 5-day extravaganza, actually. Myself, Legend Killer, we went to Breaking Point on Saturday. We went to Raw on Monday and SmackDown on Tuesday. And we were waiting for, we were sitting right where the entrance ramp was. And Batista was the last guy after his dark match. He was shaking some hands, kissing some babies. And although I didn't get a kiss from him, I called him over. He came, he touched his sweaty back, licked my hand after. Maybe that'll for me to know. And he signed his belt, and man, came out beautiful. Matches with the nameplate. And then on the back, this is where things kind of get a little cluttered. We'll start from left, I guess. Booker T 5 times, and there's an arrow that says, "We coming for you." You can barely read that, but it says, "We coming for you," beside Hulk Hogan. This one I got with Booker T's book signing. Couple years. This is actually the first time I hung out with RKO the Infamous, NWO, aka Justin Sobrian, and we got that. Hulk Hogan. It was my first time meeting him again. It was just like literally 2 weeks after WrestleMania 28, I believe, and it was obviously a surreal moment for me meeting Hulkster. And then what was more surreal was meeting the Great Khali when I met him at WrestleMania 27. And although I didn't get a picture with him, I got him to sign the belt. And funny story with this, he was signing beside JTG, and me being the mark I was at that time, I was like, I only want world champions to sign my thing, so he just signed the access paper. But the story it would have been if I had JTG signed beside the Great Khali. But nah, didn't happen. It's too much of a geek at the time. Next, Chris Jericho, year 2010. I think this was the first time I met him at his Fozzy CD signing. Then we got Christian from WrestleMania 27, Kane from WrestleMania 27, Wade Barrett from WrestleMania 27, Scott Steiner from the same time when I met Hulk Hogan. he I don't know, wasn't a very nice guy, and he signed it right in the middle like a geek, like a big Jabba. And then Sin Cara, this was the original Sin Cara, and I was so excited because I'm like, man, this is Triple H's pet project. He's gonna be a champion, and then like he hasn't even debuted yet, and I'm already getting to sign this. So this was another one of those disappointing ones, along with Ted DiBiase, that I didn't, things didn't work out for him, to say the least. And then the most recent autograph I got about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, actually more long than that, at least 3 months ago. It was the Rey Mysterio from Santino's gym. So space is filling up, as you can see. I literally have room for like 1, maybe 2, 3, 4 more guys. So unless I get like some nail polish remover and just wipe this off and wipe this old Ted DiBiase off, but nah, I won't do that. Maybe actually one can fit right here too. So maybe 5 more guys. But I don't take this to WrestleMania with me anymore because of just like obviously how big it is, and carrying it around. I learned very quickly in Atlanta that I can't do this anymore. So when they're in town and they haven't signed the belt, I'll take the belt with me. But that's it. That's my world title. And there are a couple of things missing here. There's a ruby missing. I know someone always tells me, yo, your ruby's missing, man. Those belt geeks, those belt guys, always on me for missing rubies. And I think there's a screw missing in the back. Yeah, there's a screw missing over here. But yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next video.